Hey guys, DPG at Hollywood.com, and I've got a video today that covers something I always wondered about and that I kept getting advice about, but as I look back now, having been a professional actor for several years and being on 6 recurring roles on TV series and major motion pictures, I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing now a little bit. And one of the worst pieces of advice I've heard, and frankly one of the most annoying pieces of advice, is when somebody goes, well, when should I say I'm an actor? And I've heard this a lot from casting directors because they're trying to inflate your ego, because that's what they're preying upon. They're preying upon your ego and your fears, and also trying to please them. And since they're not professional actors and you're asking them for advice, which is silly in and of itself, they're going to tell you what they think, but it's completely effing wrong. I was going to use a bad word there. I'll save that for another video. So when you should call yourself an actor is when you've booked your first professional job. And you might be going, what are you talking about? I've been studying for years. Yeah, that's the problem. You've been studying for years, but you haven't done anything. You got to get out there and do it. Okay, so professional actor means you have worked in the profession of acting. Acting is a profession, is it not? Okay, being a doctor is a profession. You don't call yourself a doctor when you graduate from medical school, even though some people would argue with me and have argued with me about that. You're not a lawyer until you work for a law firm as a lawyer. Otherwise, you are a graduate of law school, you have passed the bar, but you're still not a lawyer, because only a lawyer only does one thing: they practice law, practicing medicine, practicing acting, okay? It means you are in practice of the profession of which you are a member. So don't worry about it if you're not that yet. But stop fooling yourself that you are something you're not, because the problem is when you fool yourself, that makes you pull back on the reins. It means you're not working as hard as you could or as you need to get where you want to go, right? Because you think you're already there because some silly casting director who's sitting in their cushy office, speaking down to the masses of actors, is telling you you're an actor. You're not an actor until you are being paid to be an actor. And I would say being paid at the highest level, meaning you're working on the type of show or the type of movie that is your dream to work on. You're not working on a student film. You're not working on some independent film that has a budget of $5,000. And you're being fed by the producer's mom or the director's mom or something, okay? You can call yourself an actor when you have worked professionally in the profession you wish to work in. Okay, and I think you guys know what I mean at this point. What should you do the rest of the time? Don't worry about calling yourself an actor. Worry about becoming an actor, okay? And that's where you can, if you realize who you are and where you're at, and you don't fool yourself, you don't let anyone else fool you, then you can actually follow the steps, take the necessary actions to get yourself there, okay? So don't worry about that you're not a professional actor yet. That's okay. I wasn't one for about 5 years, okay? It took me about 5 years to book my first professional acting job. And I didn't know what the heck I was doing, because I was listening to all those fools, all those idiots, all those people who were giving advice, and I was listening to it because I figured if they were giving it, they must know what they're talking about. And if all of my fellow actors are going to these things, then they must know what they're talking about. They don't know what the F they're talking about, because they're not doing it, they're not living it, okay? And even if one of them fluked out and got a professional role at some point, they still don't know really what they're doing because they got lucky. Or maybe their friend helped them. So if you want to do it over and over and over again, figure out how to do that. Listen to me, because I've done it, I know what I'm doing, and this is what I do. All day long, I think about ways to make the journey shorter and faster and more fun and more efficient for you to become a professional actor. So I think that's about it, guys. When to call yourself a professional actor, when to call yourself an actor at all. Once you've done it, once you're doing it, when you're licensed, so to speak. And since there is no actual licensing, to become a professional actor, you are licensed by the first person who hires you. Okay? You're licensed by Steven Spielberg. You're licensed by Catherine Bigelow. You're licensed by the person that hired you and paid you full union wages, if you are in the union, and that is kind of the standard by which things are measured. So when you are paid full union wages on a project, then you can call yourself an actor and you can feel good about it and you don't feel like a fool. Because how can you not feel like a fool when you tell someone you're an actor and you've never acted a day in your life? I mean, that's just stupidness. That's just you not even fooling yourself, because obviously someone else fooled you into thinking that. So anyway, guys, I hope this was helpful. If I'm harsh, sorry. The truth can be harsh. And I'm here to tell you the GD truth. And if you don't know what GD is, you know, it rhymes with or sounds like gosh darn, okay? So that's it for now, guys. I wish you all the best and all the fortune in the world in making this happen for yourself, but you've got to make it happen. You can't pretend it's happened. You can't tell people it's happened, because if you tell them, you're probably telling yourself that and you're fooling yourself, and then you're stuck in one place because you're like, oh, I'm an actor, so what is it that I'm aspiring to? If I'm telling people I'm an actor and all I've done is gone to acting school and acted in some awful student films, then you're like, okay, so what is the difference between what I'm doing and the professional world, right? It's actually gonna trick yourself into stopping. So speaking of stopping, I'm gonna stop right now. If you like this, give me a like and please subscribe to my channel so you can get more videos like this. And if you have any questions or concerns or comments, or if I can help you in any way, let me know, okay? Talk to you soon.